Alright, so we'll start our trip. I'm in Colombo, and it's a very pleasant city to bicycle in. Just switching on the power sensor. I already went for a few rides. Just the seat a little bit. So, Colombo is the capital of Sri Lanka, and I have already experienced by doing a few small short rides that it's a very flat city, so that means it's good for cycling, and the roads seem to be quite okay as well. Especially the bigger roads are in fairly good condition, and there's a lot of traffic, so I think going by bicycle could be a very fast option actually. But very few people are cycling, which I think is a shame, so I will now show how it can be done, hopefully. Okay, crossing these roads is a little bit difficult, and it's a lot of one-way roads, so okay. So I'm starting in District 3 of Colombo, which is a bit south along the coast, and I'll bicycle up to Galle Face, the old Galle Face Hotel, and let me see. Oh, it's actually a one-way street, so I shouldn't really. Okay, so here's another cyclist. So the people cycling are usually this kind of guy, very old bikes, and it looks a bit like poor man's transport, unfortunately, but I would argue, well, let's see, that it's a great way to get around. So it's Wednesday, and it is 8 o'clock in the morning, so pretty much jam hours, morning rush hour. And I noticed a lot of even the roundabouts have this kind of police officers that will direct the traffic, so I guess we just wait for our turn. And that's us. So I had an interesting conversation with some Sri Lankans who said that people really used to bicycle quite a lot in the old days. One had his father went bicycle 20 kilometers each way to go to work. But then the economy started booming, or the economy was opened up in 1978. And then you started getting these three-wheelers, these little taxis. Oh, that's a real cyclist. Great. And then the popularity of cycling dropped because traffic intensified. But as you can see here, this is a nice road, no crazy grills. The grills are very safe to go across. So compared to Kuala Lumpur, I think this city is on par, if not better, for cycling. Sorry. So let's try one of these small lanes. And that's the other thing, there seems to be a network of back lanes that are quite suitable for cycling if you don't want to be out among the fast cars. So streets like this one that actually connect through to the other side. But I don't know if that's really a good way, because then you get to big roads that you have to cross, which could be a bit difficult, but I think it's worth exploring if there is sort of a secondary and safe road network. So here I'll just try to filter across to get down to the ocean. Down one of these small streets. Let's see. Yep, this one works. So just to get the bearings, because that's one of the charming things about Colombo, that it's right on the sea and it's facing west. The sea is straight ahead here, facing west, so you have sunsets, and it's actually really nice. Also just to have that sea breeze when you're in the hot, humid tropics. Any little air movement is a relief. So I'm not sure if you can see, but here's the surf. Let's see if I can cross. I think you'll get the idea, because I want to go back into the city. So you can see there's a nice beach here. The train tracks are running along the coast, and all the way down to Galle, which is at the south coast of Sri Lanka, which was one of these colonized cities, or like a fortress or trading city. Wow. So I think it's in this, I mean, I've always heard about the traffic jam of Sri Lanka, and I think it's in situations like this where it's great to be on a bike. Yesterday we had a ride and the average speed was like 5 kilometers or 10 kilometers per hour, and that's not fun when you know you could be cycling at 20. So this is Galle Road, which is sort of a main road, I guess, leading up past the Galle Face Hotel. Some of these cars are really fuming. Turning lane here. See if I can get. The road splits. Okay, I actually have to go straight. So. It's going so I can keep left. Whoops. The city is really very flat. The road is clear, but it's these turning cars that are blocking. So actually a fair amount of pedestrians. Oh, and we can go. All these high-rise buildings ahead have come within the last 5 to 10 years. So there's a lot of development now in Colombo. Here we are passing by, I think, some of the embassies soon on the left. Buses are really big and powerful. So look at the grills here, they're very good for cycling. No risk of going inside. Drive over one to prove it. Very nice, and also aligned with the road surface. So it's also very safe in that respect. It's not acting as a pothole. This is the American embassy on the left. See the American flag there. And then the British High Commission, I think, is this one? Yep. Oh, look at the spacing between these. So it shows the advantage of a bicycle to a three-wheeler. Squeeze between smaller smaller spaces. And this is the Galle Face Hotel, which is the grand old hotel of Sri Lanka, and I think it used to be one of the most fancy hotels in the world. Okay, I better keep my distance to this bus. So let me just swing down by the Galle Face Hotel. See, here it is. This is the main entrance. But I'll go back out. And then there's the big grass field on the left. The padang. It's a typical British design with a big field for cricket or military parades. And this is swarming with people in the evenings. Especially in the weekend, when people are having picnics, flying kites. And then you can see the big land reclamation beyond the ocean. I'm not sure if you can see it, but this is being paid for by the Chinese and will be a new neighborhood for, I think it was 700,000 people. So the land reclamation is still going on, and then buildings will come soon. So that's one of the huge investments done by China in Sri Lanka. Big shopping mall opening. The mall, it's called. Of the Galle Face Mall, and now I'll make a right turn soon into the market area, Pettah, and the old railroad is also there. So here we have a real cyclist. Wow, that's a policeman on a horse. Behind this bus, if you can see. Yeah. And another one on a horse. Very nice. Big smile. Exhaust a big black emission smoke plume Probably not very healthy. Diesel buses. Let's see, I think I overshot. I think I went on the wrong road for the station. Okay, maybe it's coming up down here. To get my bearings right. Anyway, we'll find it. I didn't realize this, but a lot of the roads are very one-way. Okay, so I'll just park here while I check my map. We can look at this beautiful banyan tree that looks like it's been held up by the roadworks. Just check exactly where I am. Like a route. Let's see, where are we? We're here. So yeah, okay, so I just go a bit straight here, then we get to the train station and the market. I have to filter across here and get in the right gear. Station is on the right here. So, bustling place. Train system is quite good. Intercity trains. And we can try to maybe go inside the market. Let's have a look. Not so busy at the moment. It's probably more busy and more. Hi, how are you? Let's go down one of the side streets. Pirated DVDs. appliances and lamps. Let's see. Turning some paper. The Dutch Museum on the left. Hello. People very friendly. I guess they don't see a guy. Oh, look at this. Wow. Stacking rice in the truck. Sorry. That's garlic for the next 50 years. Tough work. A lot of manual loading of food, goods. Setting some fish. The traffic here from the way the trucks are parked. Whoops. I don't think anyone cares. Well, they have this zigzag system with smaller vehicles parking in between the trucks. Hello. Hi, how are you?
How much?
How much? Not for sale. Not for sale. Yeah, I needed to get back home. Yeah. So,
How much?
It's I don't, maybe $1,000 US. Yeah, so a bit expensive, but very good quality. Yeah.
Yes.
Whoops.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Hello, master.
Hello. How are you?
Fine, fine.
Good, good.
Hello, my friend.
Hello. I think I'm a bit of a tourist attraction. Oops. Oops. And I'm also in a bit of the way.
Hello, my friend.
Hello. It's very funny that you were shouting, "Hello, white man." So try to reverse that. I mean, they mean nothing wrong with it. It's the same when I was doing some projects in Ghana. They would always shout "Bibini" at you, which means no, sorry, Bruni, which means white man. and then we learned the word for black man. So we would shout back, Pidini. All right, back to the main road. Shout, if I as a white man, let's say in the States, shout black man at a random black man in the street, that would not go also well. Or that would be seen to be racist. Oh wow, look at this amazing mosque. Oh wow, that's quite amazing. Huh. Okay, we'll continue. This is a bit of a sightseeing trip for me as well. I'm not that familiar with Colombo. Freewheel vehicles can turn very fast, so you have to be a little bit careful. It's not like normal cars that take some time to change lane. The freewheelers can almost turn on the spot. Whoops. Actually, I wanted to go up that road. Oh, there's one way. Okay. Let's see if I can get to the other side. So there's this looks like an old part of town. Several of the old colonial buildings on the right. Big chunk. There we go. So the one on the left here is called the Australia Buildings. And then this one is beautiful. So they have this big covered walkway made of heavy stone, which helps to retain the coolness from the night and shades very well. So it's actually a great design for the tropics to ensure that you can walk around fairly comfortably, shaded from the sun, and so we have the State Bank of India. I just passed on the left. employees' providence funds on the right, getting all the pensions. And let's see, park in front. Then there's something that looks like a lighthouse. Having some problems with my saddle again, I suppose. Actually, I could see that it was the piece of plastic inside the seat post that had broken, and now half of it has come off, so the saddle is very loose now. I can take it, press it up and down without even tightening the screw. To get that repaired. So now I'll just drive back, cycle back, more or less the same way, I think. Bank of Ceylon is here. One of the early tall buildings, as far as I remember. Okay. So now we are down at the Galle Face Road again, and I can already feel the wind. That's very nice. And they have these statues of lions. And I guess there's also a lion on the flag. So there's something about lions in Sri Lanka. Has been dammed up, so it becomes a lake on the left. So you can see the ocean on the right here. It's actually a small piece of beach right beyond this road, but I doubt it's very clean, the water. I think there's some sewage or at least some runoff from some quite dirty canals going into this patch of ocean. I got a big smile from the three-wheeler driver, the blue one ahead. So let's see if I can catch up with that blue three-wheeler. There's a bit of a headwind actually. Ahead here is the Galle Face Hotel. Galle Face Hotel. And it has an interesting museum section where they have photos of all the famous people who have stayed in the hotel. And there's a lot of very well-known actors and actresses from Hollywood and England, I guess, and also international, maybe India. So I can highly recommend seeing that session. And famous authors. So now we are on Galle Road and going back. And with this ride I've covered a lot of Colombo actually. So you can see it's at least a central part where you have a lot of the businesses. So I think getting around by bicycle is quite feasible, especially maybe if you get an electric one, pedal assisted, so you can get around without sweating. Wow, super smoky. Three-wheelers are really very polluting. Wow. I can immediately feel it in my throat, even though it's very breezy. Well, there's a plume of toxic fumes behind. It's also a very simple motor, I think. Like to squeeze and block access for cyclists. I mean, they don't do that deliberately, but they can only still squeeze through. Entirely sure where I live, but let me try to make a turn here. Oh, there's a Hindu temple here, very colorful. Try something real fast. Let's see. Oh, maybe. Okay. Yes. Check this out. Don't really recognize this. But I know I'm in the right area. Some charming houses. And let's see. Clifford Avenue. Let's see.
Head west on Point Place toward Elvis Place.
Oh, looks like I may have the U-turn. Yeah. I have to U-turn. Okay, no problem. It's a nice road anyway. The saddle is off. Okay. There we go. Alright. So let's see, we'll go up here and then we'll turn left. So from the sounds of it, it's a public school on the right. Or maybe just a school, actually ventilated. Let's see. Yep, Bishop's College. Okay.
Turn left onto Elvis Place.
Turn left. So I learned that I can actually set my Garmin to do the navigation for me, but I didn't manage to set it up. But that would be great, so I can ride two hands and not have to handle my phone. So here we just go straight across. Twice straight across. Okay. So yeah, another one of these one-way streets. So it might be good for car traffic, but it also creates quite a big barrier for people who want to cross. So if you have two-way at least, and if let's say it was a little island in the middle, then you could cross more easily. Now I have to wait for a chance. Sorry? Alright. I go this way. Yeah.
Where do you go?
Yeah. Thank you. Oh, okay. Oh, there's homeless people. Oh, this homeless man wanted to, I'm not sure, get some money from me probably, and he was pulling my shirt, not wanting to let me go. So let go anyway. Alright, so I am back. Back where I started. Alright. So, over and out.